Hey friends, this is Waylon. I'm the founder of Elephant. Hope you're having a lovely, good, kind day. Many of us in the world aren't having such great days lately. Seems like we could say that every day for the last couple of years, 5 years, 6 years. Hello. Please do say hello. Please comment, say where in the world you're from. I'm in Boulder, Colorado, and I've had a long day, but a good one. Had some good talks with folks. Been doing a lot of work. And my dog is pretty injured, so give my doggy some love. He's old. But I wanted to talk today about just how Elephant works. We get a lot of questions about Elephant from folks who are just discovering it, from folks who have used it, read it, shared it for a long time. So with that, I'm going to go through a bunch of things. Our ecosystem, my leadership, Elephant, my service style, boundaries, trolling, ad hominem insults, how to make money writing on Elephant, etc. So I can't see the Facebook comments, but they are there for everyone else. We're live on Facebook and Instagram. We'll put this on our YouTube and hopefully Twitter later. So my name is Waylon Lewis. I am 47. I live in Boulder, Colorado, and I grew up in a Buddhist community, an environmentalist family. My mom was a single mom and raised me. She was a writer, English teacher, that kind of thing, and a Buddhist and an environmentalist. And I'm pretty much that. I wanted to create, I love writing. I wanted to create a community for writers who could talk about Buddhism, talk about relationships, talk about environmental responsibility, talk about politics, hopefully from a refreshing, important point of view, talk about, the good news about basic human goodness and kindness and empathy beyond the choir to all those who might give a care. We started off as a print magazine, and we've been around for 19 years. We are independent. Big tech does not own us. I own 100% of it. It's not probably that valuable, frankly, but what that means is no one is telling us what to do. Our only mission, our only goal is to be of benefit. That's our hashtag. May it be of benefit, be of benefit. You can write on Elephant. A lot of people don't seem to realize that. Any articles on Elephant, you are the writer. Any reader, any writer, you're reading their article, they started out as a reader. So you can go to elephantjournal.com/post and you can write an article. Just like on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, you can post something, TikTok, whatever. We don't really support videos, but we're a publication for articles. So you can go on right now. Then there's a thing called the ecosystem, which I named like the recycle symbol, which is meant to be like our community way of measuring whether an article is contributing to folks or not. Oh my God, the comments on Facebook just appeared. I am so happy. There's justice. Please comment, say where in the world you're from, everyone. So, where was I? So you can go to elephantjournal.com/post and you can write an article in like 5 seconds. You can even just post in Element, get it? Elephant, Element. An element is basically a quote like in Canva or whatever, a cute little like Facebook quote, but Elephant style. And that could be it. If enough people share it and read it and click on it and love it and comment, all those things contribute to your ecosystem score, which again is in like the little recycle symbol. Like you write, people read. Elephant hopefully makes new subscriptions and advertisers. People see our mindful sponsors. We have a big high bar for the advertisers we work with. They're all about women's health or women's sexuality or mindfulness or environmentalism or mindful home or whatever it is. We don't just take anybody. So we are independent media, unlike Facebook, Google, YouTube, etc. We are mission driven. What that means is it's hard right now out there for what remains of independent media. Yes, we use social media and we train people to use social media, not be used by social media. We train folks in our online school called Elephant Academy. And you can join any one of our courses. Some are self-paced. You can do them on your own. Some of them are live in community at elephantjournal.com/academy. And Elephant Academy, our Elephant Journal's online school, is the favorite thing we get to do. It's mission driven, it's fun, it's hard, it's hopefully a little bit life changing. So, where was I? So you can write an article based on readers' judgment. The readers say this article on how to deal with my toxic or wonderful family, or how to do this. Sorry, I paused because I have time limits set up on my social media, which we also encourage. So readers and editors will all kind of judge your article, and if it does well, we pay you. We believe in paying writers. Darkology, we love your platform. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of comments, but I'm trying to be focused. Please say where in the world you're from, and basically I'm just explaining how Elephant works because enough people ask. Now on Facebook, on Instagram, I always love to say Elephant is not just a smoothie site. Yes, to be transparent, we do have articles on great smoothie recipes. But no, we are not just a smoothie site. What do I mean by that? We're not just here to give you like nice things that you can agree with. We are here to challenge you. You are here to challenge us. Remember, you're a writer if you want to be. So we are here to be challenging with each other, not to be rude. So we have community guidelines. You can criticize. You can disagree with an article. We have lots of articles say about tough issues like LGBTQ equity and justice and equality, about abortion rights, about Ukraine. We have tons of articles on the Ukraine right now. We are not just a smoothie site. We cover every tough issue in the world. We will talk about Trump or Biden or whatever. I covered the State of the Union live last night. And people say, oh, I loved Elephant when you were just sharing inspiring quotes, but I'm quitting you now because you're talking about politics. And I always say, you know what? Politics affects life. Politics is life. Politics affects food. It affects war, as we're seeing. It affects peace. It affects education. It affects climate crisis or not. It's everything. You can't avoid politics. So we might as well, good people should take politics over, not just from a Democratic or Republican point of view, but from a transparency and a service point of view. Politics should be for all of us. So love the comments. Please keep saying where in the world you're from if you're tuning in, and I am just explaining Elephant 101. So constructive criticism is always welcome. From time to time, every single day, we get really mean comments on Elephant's various platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, in our own groups, elsewhere, on people's articles. If you are mean, you know the bumper sticker, mean people suck, we will delete your comment. We are a business. Just like in a retail shop, if you walk into a cafe and you start being a big jerk, mean people suck. We will delete your comment or block you, or both. If you leave, however, constructive criticism, like you want to be critical, but you're being respectful and kind and helpful, we love you. I just had an hour and 45-minute meeting with two writers who are constructively critical of Elephant, and we need that. We're a community. We learn from that. I was joined by a few editors. We all learn from that. We need constructive criticism, but let's be clear. What is constructive criticism? It is meant to be helpful. It is said with love. It is offered with love. Is it awkward? Is it hard? Yes. If you're mean, you're gone. You're gone from our groups. You're gone from our Instagram. You're gone from our Facebook. There is enough toxicity in this world. There's enough talking behind people's backs and stabbing people, and being mean. I don't want to be melodramatic about it, but the toxic culture in social media has helped create this toxic world that we all are seeing in our news headlines right now. And hopefully we're reading beyond the headlines. So yes, we want to create a community of love, not passive love, but active love, critical love, genuine love. Exactly. There's some comment here. From Darkology again. There's no place for that. Normalize and raise awareness for proper etiquette for social media behavior. Thank you. So just that. So we do have boundaries. We do have guidelines. I want to apologize right now to everyone. I have been, I'm a journalist. I'm a Buddhist. I feel like there should be a big space for criticism, and I never want to delete stuff, really. So I'm having to change that because Facebook is, which owns WhatsApp and Instagram, is just encouraging conflict. Facebook feeds off of conflict, not because it's evil, it's kind of close to evil, but because that's literally how they make the most money, which could be evil. So yeah, we are no longer going to provide a space for thousands of people to be super mean to one another and to Elephant. Sorry. My leadership style, I also want to apologize for it. I think too much in the past. I have seen my leadership as service, and I don't mean this to sound like egoless. I'm not egoless or a perfect person, but I think I've seen leadership as consensus building, not as telling people yes or no or blocking people or whatever. I am going to try to grow up a little bit in my leadership so I can make tough decisions, not always with consensus, take some risks if they're worth taking, and make sure that Elephant remains a genuine mission-driven media company and community. In the past, I've deferred to people too much, I think, for too long. And I have allowed a lot of toxic conversations in our groups and elsewhere. While those conversations can take place and we can't control them, we don't want to be little, dictators or anything. Again, we welcome genuinely constructive criticism or DMs or anything. If we can do better, we will. And we can definitely do better. We're just not going to provide a place for people to be jerks. I think on a recent Instagram post, 3 of the comments were so rude. And they were all still up. And our editors, God bless them, were replying and taking time. And it was so, honestly, a little sad for me to look at that and see this editor getting beat up online. And it has an effect on your emotions and depression and mental wellness, dealing with people being privileged and entitled and rude. So that's not going to continue to happen. All right, what else? So yeah, we went over, you can write on Elephant, you can make money on Elephant. We pay a lot / we'd like to pay thousands of people a lot more. When you write on Elephant, after a couple times, you can pick an editor to work with. Your editors, we have like 10, 14 editors. You can work with 1 or 2 if you have a good experience or not, communicate with them. And then if you like 1 or 2, you can pull them down and say, you're my editors. What does Elephant owe you as a writer? I'm going to be a little harsh here. We owe you nothing. I don't mean that in a negative way. We want to help you as an editor. We want to help you on the platform. But a lot of sort of new writers get resentful and angry at our, again, kind, sweet editors who are working their butts off because your article isn't doing well. So that's the context. And if you repeat what I'm saying without context, that doesn't reflect well on you. We will share your articles, but Facebook's algorithm is in charge. Twitter's algorithm is in charge. Your articles will do well sometimes and they won't other times. Most of my own articles don't even maybe have 100 or 200 readers. Some have thousands. Some have hundreds of thousands. Some have millions. But most of my recent articles, thanks to Facebook's algorithm, have less than 100 or 200. So what do we owe you? From that point of view, we will try to get your article to connect, but please tell me about a magazine or a publication online or otherwise who shares your work more than Elephant. If there is one, I'd love to learn from them, but we work our tails off, our elephant tails off, to try to get articles to connect with our readers. So if you're a reader, please get our free newsletter. It's a menu to some of our favorite new articles. It features longtime authors as well as first-time authors. There's an impression among some, impatient writers, and I'm sympathetic. I'm an impatient writer, that we pick favorites. Yes, we do. I mean, we pick people who are consistent. But no, we don't. We pick brand new, writers, and we have a long, proud history of producing one-hit wonders from brand new writers. And if you keep writing, we have a long and proud history of producing 2-hit writers and 3-hit writers and 4-hit wonders and 18-hit wonders and 180,000 hit wonders. We have writers on Elephant who've written on Elephant for 10, 12 years. I've written on Elephant for 19 years, though I'm staff. So I'm trying to be a little harsh or clear because I think for too long we've kind of let anything go. And my editorial team, who I love, gets kind of beat up. It's one thing to beat me up because I'm not always the smartest and I need to be softened up. But to be rude to our editors or our staff, it's just not on. It's not cool. And they don't deserve it. So what else? You can't be a toxic troll anymore on Elephant. You can pick editors. We will pay you if you do well, and that doing well is picked by the ecosystem. The ecosystem is, again, the little recycle symbol with a number in it. That number is determined by readers' actions, how many times they read or share or comment or whatever. Is it a popularity contest? Sure. I don't know. I mean, it was literally designed to not be a popularity contest. How articles used to work on Elephant was they were measured only by the number of reads, which is important. We want readers to read and to learn and to be a benefit, to be benefited. But now the ecosystem was established to make, a much more complex calculation. Are you generating loyal new subscribers? Are you getting comments? Are people reading and sharing and yada, yada? So the ecosystem was meant to make it actually less of a popularity contest and more of, do readers find this valuable? And editors' picks have a very weak effect, but we wanted editors' picks to be there to say, hey, this article on composting may not be sexy. This article on the climate crisis may not be sexy, but is really well written and it deserves some love. So that's the whole point of editors' picks. So that's all I got. If there's questions, I am here for you. I'm in no rush. Please check out, hey, we got Rad Boulder. Please check out this video if you've missed it, if you want to write on Elephant. There's a lot of information. We also have writer's guidelines. We're putting a bunch of links in our Facebook. Hey, Facebook, in our thread on Facebook. Claire tells me to get to the point. That's sort of the culture we're in. Everyone's speedy and kind of rude. Claire, would you be that rude in person? I mean, I should get to the point, but you can say things. We can afford to slow down and be kind to one another. If you just came in the video conversation, you're saying that, come on. Do better, be better. All of us. Yeah, someone's sending my old dog some love. He's injured right now. We've put links, so if you go to facebook.com/elephant journal, Instagram folks, you will see all the links to our writer's guidelines, our FAQ. Wangaki, I hope I'm saying your name right. In Kenya, hello. She did our academy. You're very dear to us. Justice, hello. I'm not seeing, okay. Yeah, Justice is saying, yeah, it's frustrating when articles don't do well. We are writing here, good reminder, for the practice as a part of our kind of spiritual path. We write kind of unconditionally, not because we know the reception will always be great, but because we love to write and we love to communicate and we want to be a benefit. Yeah, there's a wonderful comment here. Good reminder for me and everyone. Yoga Del Mar Veracruz, there are many ways to say things. Let's choose kindness. Now, Instagram, Facebook, etc. want conflict. So resist that. Be a good human being, all of us. Let's all take a deep breath. Whew, that felt good. Yeah, the Mystic Agent says, I appreciate the pacing. Good. I'm trying to go quickly, but I don't want to rush. Rush. Everyone's so rushy. There's a joke in there about Putin, but I'll skip it. It's not very funny. So big love to everyone. Not sure if there's any other comments or questions, but I'm here for you. I've covered criticism is welcome, but not ad hominem insults. We do have boundaries. My leadership and service style has been a bit too servicey or passive. Community guidelines. Writing on Elephant is easy and instant. Don't just write on Instagram. It's like the two wolves. If we feed Meta, Zuckerberg, that's what will survive. So try to choose independent media or mindful community. elephantjournal.com/post. Write about the Ukraine. Write about the beautiful spirit we're seeing there. I did a video 2 days ago about Ukraine and the state of our world, climate crisis. I'm here in Boulder where 1,000 homes just burned down in December. We have to wake up, and we have to wake up out of kindness and caring for one another, not out of misinformation and kind of online vitriol. There is a place to criticize people, Trump, but there's also a place to criticize ourselves and to grow up and take responsibility. Exactly. Darkology again. We can learn from our feedback. Yeah, the Russian people are not our enemy. They are so kind. So many are bravely protesting. The Mystic Agent is commenting that you held a Russian woman today who was so taken by the helplessness of herself, her Russian community, and her friends in the Ukraine. These are two countries being pitted against one another by one cowardly, greedy, corrupt man who has a dark hole where his heart should be. And none of this will make him happy, or make anyone certainly happy. Leanne has a beautiful comment. A very wise person I know once told me there's never a reason to rush. That's on Facebook. Yeah, exactly. And Leanne, we welcome criticism here. So, yes, goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope this was interesting to those of you, particularly who comment or who are curious about writing. Check out plug for Elephant Academy, our online learning. We just completed a Maitri, Making Friends with Yourself Buddhist course. It's been the most helpful stuff in my life. And we're about to do another course called Write Your Heart Out, where you can write your story in a genuine way through catharsis, transforming suffering or confusion to actually helping other folks. So check that out at elephantjournal.com/academy. Thank you so much, everyone.